Hello friends, welcome to our channel Smart Idols. So friends, how are you? Friends, we are right now studying biology second chapter 8th class microorganism friend and foe. So let's start the video. You have seen several kinds of plants and animals. However, there are some other living organisms which we cannot normally see through our eyes. You might have seen moist spoiled by fungi, which are not microorganisms. See them under a microscope and you will find a black rounded structures. Okay? Number one, microorganisms, and what are these? Microorganisms are very tiny creatures which can only be seen under a microscope or a magnifying glass. These are categorized into four types, which are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Now you might be thinking that what are viruses and why are they not coming in any of these categories? Here's an answer to this. Viruses are also microscopic, but they are different from other microorganisms. They, however, reproduce only inside the cells of the host organisms, which may be a bacterium, plant, or animal. Diseases like common cold, influenza, and most of the coughs are caused by viruses. Serious diseases like polio, chickenpox are caused by viruses, okay? Here are some pictures of microorganisms. So friends, this is a bacteria and this one also, okay? So friends, these are algae. The left one is chlamydomonas and the right one is pyrogyra, okay? So friends, these are protozoa. Left one is amoeba and the right one is paramecium, okay? And friends, these are some fungi. The left one is bread mold and the right one is aspergillus. And the between them is penicillium. Okay. So now let's move on viruses. These are viruses. Okay. So let's continue our chapter. So friends, you might be thinking that where do microorganisms live? So let's start it. Okay. They live in all types of climates, ranging from hot springs to icy cold climate. They can live in space also, and are also found inside bodies of other organisms. Okay, now let's move on to usefulness of microorganisms. These are used in making of cake, curd, and bread. These are also used to degrade substances and increase soil fertility. Name of microorganisms and how are they useful? They help in making of curd. This process is called fermentation. It is done by a bacteria called lactobacillus. Pathogens and antibodies. Disease causing microbes are called pathogens. Conversion of sugar into alcohol is called fermentation. Here's a table providing extra information. So, friends, in the left side we have the scientists, and in the right side we have the discoveries made by them. So, first one is Louis Pasteur, who discovered fermentation. Second is Alexander Fleming, who discovered the mold penicillin. Okay, and third is Edward Jenner, who discovered vaccine for smallpox. Okay, let's move on further. Here's a definition to antibody. Antibody is a medicine which prevents growth of microbes in our body and protect us from illness. For example, tetracycline and streptomycin. Okay, so friends, here is a list of some worldwide epidemics. Number one is smallpox. So friends, smallpox once came and killed more than 70 to 80 million people across the world. Edward Jenner first discovered its vaccine in 1798. Okay. So friends, Black Death is number two. It came from Rome, Italy. The disease causing microbe who caused Black Death climbed upon rats and it is spread by rats. Okay. So number three is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis was also one of the epidemics, but it killed some lesser than smallpox. Okay. Cholera was also spread when tuberculosis spread after that. Okay. Spanish flu was one of the most dangerous epidemics who spread in Spain. Okay, it killed more than half a million people. Okay, so let's move on to microbes and transmitters. There are many diseases which are spread by insects, like female Anopheles mosquito, which transmits malaria, and female Aedes mosquito, which transmits dengue. So Friends, here's an extra knowledge. Only female mosquitoes bite and spread diseases. Male mosquitoes don't bite, okay? Remember it. List of diseases and microorganisms. So friends, let's move on to some microorganisms and the diseases they cause, okay? In the left side we have diseases and in the right side we have the microorganism who cause that disease. Tuberculosis or TB is spread by bacteria. Measles is caused by virus. Chickenpox is also caused by virus. Polio is also caused by virus. Hepatitis A and influenza are also caused by viruses, okay? Friends, normal cold is also spread by viruses, okay? So antibody don't work on them, okay? So let's move on. Malaria is spread by protozoa, okay? And cholera is spread by bacteria and anthrax is also spread by bacteria. Let's move on to another thing. It is called food poisoning. Friends, have you ever wondered how can food become a poison? Okay, so let's move on. Some microorganisms spoil food and release poisonous or toxic substances, and food becomes a poison. It even causes death. Okay, so we should always eat covered food. Okay, so let's now move on to food preservation. Food is preserved to stop the growth of microorganisms and to preserve it for a long time. Okay, some common preservatives are sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfite. Milk is preserved by pasteurization. It is a process in which milk is first heated in 70 to 80 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds and is suddenly chilled and stored. This prevents the growth of microorganisms. Fruits are stored by applying oil and vinegar. Jams and jellies are stored by application of sugar. So friends, for today it is over. Okay, thank you. Please like the video, and if you want to have more knowledge then subscribe the channel and click the bell icon so you get the updates of our videos, and have a good day. Thanks friends.